I'm Howard Halderman, and I'm Chairman of the Agricultural Committee for the Wabash Chamber of Commerce. And on behalf of the Chamber of Commerce as well as Halderman Farm Management, I want to congratulate Rosen Family Farms on being named the 2013 Wabash County Farm Family of the Year. The Rosen family is one of our special family farms within Wabash County. Not only are they a top-notch row crop producer, but they also have livestock production as part of their operation. They do it in an environmentally sensitive and sustainable way while being extremely efficient on the farm, as well as creating a sustainable agricultural production platform for the long term. And they give back in so many different ways that they're more to this community than just an agricultural industry leader.
My name's John Rosen.
I'm Christian Rosen.
And we're Rosen Farms. Well, it started out with Augustus Rosen, who moved from Ohio. Actually, I think he was either from Germany or Belgium. Went to Erie, Ohio, and then they moved into Wabash County in the mid to late 1800s. And then Augustus had Edward Rosen. Edward married an Urschel, and
Had
they
one
had
son.
who was Sherman. That would be both of our grandfather. Sherman had 3 kids, and then the 2 boys, Jim and Lowell, took the farm over from Sherman. And then
Slowly we've been progressing and taking over the farm and been doing all the decision making.
So we're actually, instead of brothers, we're cousins.
First cousins.
First cousins. We're farm boys, and we've never ran a plow. We don't know. I don't know how.
Nope. Got rid of for our mold-board plow before we ever had to do it.
So yeah, we've always chiseled.
Yeah,
We've never
chiseled,
plowed.
never plowed. We've seen the good and we've seen the bad in the amount of time we've been farming. Our grandfather lived Sherman that John spoke about earlier. He lived through the Depression, so we had a great teacher. I mean, he told us, and we was young enough, but still
We talked about people working for $1 a day. That's what it was back then.
And he had $1,000. I can still remember saying he had $1,000 at that time, which was a lot of money during the Depression. And he was a good mentor. He told us, to watch what we do. And we've seen some struggles through the years on our farm. I mean, we've lived through them too.
Yeah.
And it's been a good learning experience.
I've known the Rosen family my whole life. Grew up with all of them. We farmed beside them, neighbors. 26 years that I've been at the farm, and they're great neighbors. I view Rosen Farms as a progressive farmer, staying on cutting edge, try to be stewards of the land.
Actually, the hogs play a minor role in our operation today. It's mostly we're grain farmers, corn and soybeans. We grow a little wheat to get rid of the hog manure and to do some conservation. And we want to maintain our EPA guidelines. We want to be stewards of the world, not just stewards of our own land. We aren't out here to pollute anything. And if we see, we don't want to overutilize fertilizer anyway, because if it washes down a stream, what good did it do me? I just threw money out the window.
I mean, we've got to watch how we handle these hogs, how we get rid of the manure. We've got to work, like John said earlier, about watching the pollution and.
Well, you just can't go out and slop the hogs anymore. You always hear about people slopping the hogs.
Yep.
I don't even know what that means.
No.
Even though we do not own these pigs, we still care for them like they are ours. They're confined in one spot. The reason why they're confined in one spot is to create a cheap food product for the U.S., if not the world consumer.
The farmers that are left are good stewards of the land. We're very efficient. We're raising so much more than we used to with so much less. Yeah. I mean, it's costing us more.
You ought to run for president.
My brother and I, Mike, we work, sell Rosen Family Farms for the Pioneer Seed, and for the last 25 years, and it's been a pleasure working with them. The generation started with their, actually Sherm, be the grandpa, and then worked with Jim and Shorty, the fathers. Now we're working with Christian and John do the business. Has been a real pleasure.
It's very nice to deal locally, especially selling our crops locally, because that's less trucking cost. Everything focuses in a business on the bottom line. So we go to Strauss, we don't spend much in transportation costs at all.
Go to Poet. Deal with the Troxels in both Wabash and Huntington. We deal with Agrichem.
Agrichem, you can't beat Agrichem, and we're blessed to have them in our county.
Yep.
You hear about people driving 3 counties away. Heck, we just have to drive down to this,
we're real
to the
blessed.
central part of the county.
We've been blessed to have everything of what we do in Wabash and Huntington County.
First of all, I want to wish the Rosen family congratulations for a job well done. I think you're a very deserving family. We've been working with you at Broadbeck's since the early 1980s, maybe farther than that, but that's what I can remember. And you've always been a tremendous client, and you've done things very, very well, and just appreciate that you've supported our brand. And when I think about the Rosen family, I think about, there's a big farm mentality, but they buy local. They buy local equipment, they've bought local seed, and they've done that for many years. And if it wasn't for the generosity of the Rosens and many others, this community wouldn't be what it is today.
I'm also on the tax appeals board at the county level. So I think it's important to be involved in the community, because I don't know, it networks.
Yep.
It creates a network base, and
We need to give back to the community. We've had, like, John's dad was on the school board for 12 years now. My brother Ryan's on the school board. I'm on the SWCD board. Our wives are involved in John. We're all been affiliated with our churches. We're a firm believer in faith. I'd say there's no better career to be in. I mean, you got the flexibility to do what you want, and you run your own business, and you're feeding the world.
we are a major exporter into the world market. In fact, we import so much electronics, it helps balance our trade budget out. I mean, we export a bunch of grain to China, and you always see made in China products. Well, a lot of the bushels that they eat over there should say made in the USA. In the end, we want to produce a great product for the American and world consumer. Being chosen Farm Family of the Year means a lot to us. It's a great honor. We were happy to accept it. As we spoke earlier, we had some challenges, especially after the 80s. And to be chosen, or to be around to be chosen, is a great honor.
Our family members are all thrilled, and I think it's one of the highlights of our farming career.
We appreciate the Chamber of Commerce for deciding to pick us, and we appreciate you guys, what you guys do for this community also.
It's a two-way street.
It was a great joy to be able to go out to the Rosen farm today and talk to them about honoring them with the Farm Family of the Year award. This heritage of this family was so very present. You had the elder generations and the legacy they brought to the younger generations, and then the many grandkids and cousins running around, and you just saw that this was the epitome of a Farm Family of the Year. They utilize best practices, they embrace new technologies, but they work hard, but they play hard, they take the time for family, but yet they're committed to community in a lot of what they do. We appreciate their contributions to the economy of Wabash County. And so to be able to honor a family such as the Rosens, who show us the values that go into farming, and yet the stewardship and the care of the environment, and looking forward to the future and what's yet to come, and being part of that global agricultural community. We export a lot of goods, and agriculture is big business here, and it's a great pleasure to honor the Rosen Farms with Farm Family of the Year.